Alright, hello, hello. Oh my gosh, it's so spoopy in here. What happened? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Hope your Monday has started off extra scary. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, I kind of want a little wacky. Decided to turn this into a bit of a spoopy week. So, don't worry. The ambient background noise is actually from the game we're gonna play. This won't be like this the whole week, but still, yeah, either way. Hi, hope you're doing good. So we're gonna be doing some scary games. I think, yeah, I try to do a new one every day. So I'm kind of interested in trying to do that and doing the fun stuff. Whether you're here lurking away, I see you, or just being you. I hope you have some fun this week doing some of the scaries. So yeah, we're gonna start off with a game called Slay the Princess. I don't know anything about it. The only thing I know about it is it's good. So I'm kind of one of these very simple people where if you just tell me the game's good, I'll just play it. Fuck it. Like, I'm really easy to please. I play League of Legends. Anything is gonna fairly decent. I mean, there are certain things where I just don't know anything about. Not very good. I'm well versed in. But either way, but yeah, hope you have some fun. Yeah, I just finished work like, oh god, like a half hour ago or something like that. It was not really busy toward the end for me. It was more just waiting on my coworker to finish off some things. Hopefully the World Series is going to end tomorrow in a sweep. We're going to have to deal with this next weekend. So it'll especially be nice if we can have a scary weekend together. Yeah. I know Halloween's on a Thursday, but even so, you know, it's kind of weird that people did like parties and stuff this past weekend. That's supposed to happen. I feel like it should just extend into the next weekend. Like how people treat like a 4-day weekend, like the 4th of July was on a Thursday. People take like a 4-day weekend. Thursday, Friday, and then the weekend. But for some reason, Halloween, there was a lot of things happening the weekend before. I noticed a couple places I went out to, like there was just like a lot of like either restaurants where the wait staff was doing like scary costumes and stuff like that. Or maybe they're just saying bookend it both ways, fuck it. Although that would make more sense if it was on a Wednesday, I don't know. But we brought back the Spook Ghost art for Ange. I love them. They do so many great things. So, yeah, it's art, the number 4, and then Ange, A-N-J. So, anyone, I'll know that for you. And they basically just have an Etsy shop set up. So I think that's the best way to kind of track them down. But this is actually, it's also can be used as a VTuber model, but I just kind of have like a GIF that runs. Kind of like how if those who have been here for long enough know how Chat Cat was. Chat Cat was in the corner where Gooba's Ghost is. I figure I may as well bring out the Gooba Ghost for the rest of this week, and then I don't know, maybe I should just make it into an emote. I could do that. I don't know if I have any. I don't have any static emote slots left though, so that's kind of the problem. I have 2 animated and nothing left after that, so I don't know. But we got the heart rate monitor going. Luckily, I didn't have to resync it after I ran downstairs to get my coffee and come back up. Maybe I did it quick enough where I didn't lose the signal quick, so I could just, you know. All right. Well, without further procrastinating, scary game. Let's get into it. It's windowed for me, so I have to like mess with settings. But either way, I'll do that when we get into kind of like I don't know, just as we go. So I'm sorry if the volume's gonna be very loud. I'll try to. In fact, I'll put it lower in OBS, so if anybody gets just jump scared or something, it'll be me first, and then hopefully it won't be too bad for you. But okay, like I said, we're playing Slay the Spire, or Slay the Spire. Oh my God, Slay the Princess. Slay the Spire is a completely different game. I have heard of that though. Either way, all right. I just literally started the game. I didn't know how far I could go in without doing settings and stuff, so I just don't want to like mess up like the beginning of the game. So this is literally just start game. This is where we're at. I didn't even get a start game option. This is just where we're at. But yeah. So hold on, I'm gonna calibrate real quick because I realize I might not have start. So bad on me. Hold on. Stand by. Stand by. Okay. That looks decent. Okay. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Aww. So, okay. Sounds good. Next. Oh, okay. We actually do have like alright. Preferences are options. Must be. Alright. I would like just bring everything. I can't do that. Thank you for all the head pats. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for the head pats, can do that. Alright, this... Maybe a little... I'm trying to see the levels. And also... I definitely want to be in full screen. I can use arrow keys. Oh, I need the arrow keys. I have a condensed keyboard, so that's the problem. Alright. That looks okay for OBS. Okay. Alright. New game. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. And I'm going in this completely blind. I don't know what's happening.
Path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Yay, princess story.
To slay her.
What?
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I thought we were supposed to be the princess and not get slain. Wow, we have a lot of fucking dialogue options, or just like actions, I guess. Okay, explore the end of the world. What are you talking about? Have you option 2, have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? What? Explore. Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Next option, can someone else do this? Another option, forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some kind of reward? Okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolucion. I only continue the cabin, turn around and leave. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematic.
Again? It is?
No more
Let's
people.
go. W.
You have to put an end to her.
I don't know anything about it, so I'm kind of going in completely cold, so it's nice, though. How we doing? Good, Jen. Welcome, welcome. Is it night off for you? I think so. I think he's... If it isn't, then, well, hope you have good luck in your games. You're playing games later. So yeah, no birds, trees, no no more people. So we have to murder this princess, even though we're just being told by a narrator. Okay. I'm just gonna, like, I'm not gonna read every single option. Maybe I'll just read, like, look at something that, like, there's a lot of reading. Or it's all the same ones as earlier. She's gonna end the world is because she's locked up. Maybe that's why.
I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Okay, we don't get any explanation.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous.
Really?
She is not dangerous because she's locked up. Before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Do tell, or go on with... What?
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
I would like to know what exactly will happen when the world ends. Like, how does that happen?
Of course, you do your job and slay her.
Any evidence to back it up? If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, not gonna kill her. Yeah. If you don't tell me why, I'm not gonna kill her.
She's not dangerous. She's just a princess. The danger comes if she gets out, which she will unless you do something about it.
Seems kind of bad though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Wow. I feel like the narrator has some bias. What happens if she gets out? I want specifics.
The more specifics you have, the harder it will be for you to do this very important job. She's a princess. People will listen to her because listening to her is in their nature, and when they do, everything will come crashing down.
Okay, but that doesn't help. Do you have any evidence?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Yeah. Do I get a reward?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Like the mystery reward. Okay, thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
Blah, blah, blah.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further.
I'm doing well, bartender. Hope you're doing good. Welcome. Hope you're having a good start to your week. What happened in the bathhouse? Oh, we got both better endings last night. We got both of the better endings. One where our brother ends up sacrificing himself, and then the third ending, which is like the really, really happy ending where both get massages. Happy endings, duh. Moving out in 9 hours. Ooh, you're all packed, you're ready to go. Good luck with the rest of it if you haven't already. Hi. Oh, yes, exactly. Nope. Oh, jeez. Seems hasty.
She will lie. She
Not
will
do
cheat,
that.
and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Well, do as much as you can, and then, yeah.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a
Good luck.
princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Well, I thought I get different voices. That was a completely different voice. How was your weekend? Busy. We worked. But now we're playing spooky games all week.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
A blade?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Aw. I don't know if I want to do it at all. I just go to the basement instead. Fine, give me the blade.
Take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Enter basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Person really wants me to kill her.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
And like justifying it in so many ways.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Voice of the hero. Who's the hero? Because this isn't a narrator. Well, here, man. I'm gonna get a final bit of rest for your busy day tomorrow. Have a great stream. Absolute bartender. You'll have to update me as how things go on. But yeah, best of luck to you. Enjoy the free world. You got this. No more terrible landlord.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Yay, let's cry. Woo, crying. Let's see. Just checking on you.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
She's
Walk
chained.
down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
Okay, so I'm the hero, I guess, even though I wasn't given like voice lines for like
And there
my options.
You are you here to kill me or something?
How does she know? Why would you think that?
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Man, whatever.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Bang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Fine, she's chained up anyway. Not like she can do anything to us.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor.
Yeah, we can always kill her after, duh.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
I'm not dating you, what? Relationship?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Not really. This isn't The Sims where you have like a relationship bar. Let's see. I'm here because you're supposed to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
Oh, you didn't tell me not to tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
I think? Oh, now that's sus.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
No, not now. They don't want to give me details. I was hoping you would tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
No.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
That's true. You could have the launch codes.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
Huh?
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
I think the music is a little, like, even though they're all in the same... That's because we have narration.
That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you, either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
Ma'am, you are chained up against the wall. I can just walk away from you.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
Don't like how the narration are two different voices. Well, they're two different people with the same voice.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear.
Uh-oh.
But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
Person really does not like royalty. What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Not in a position to be like this.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Okay. How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Doesn't make any sense. Knife doesn't cut through metal, bro.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting. She is. I'm sure of it.
I guess we talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Keep her locked away, I think is the option.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice.
I don't
Time
like
for
making
all our sakes,
choices.
it's the right one.
Let's just free her.
Oh, for the love of...
Good. I'm glad you've come to your senses.
You're making a huge mistake.
I don't care.
No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I'm going to check upstairs.
I'll be here.
Maybe we'll reconsider our
You attempt to make
decision.
your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Oh yeah, I'm stuck here too.
Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Oh. Okay.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
Can we just chain ourselves in solidarity with her and just stay with her?
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
God.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
I don't want to do that.
You won't like what happens if you do that. Against your
Oh
better
my God.
judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain.
Bleh.
You cut into her flesh.
Bleh.
The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet.
She seems to be taking this very well.
She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
What?
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Wait, the narrator's controlling me now. What the fuck?
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Oh man, it's one of these. Oh wait, no, hold on. Warner.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
Yes, I have a narrator in my head that's controlling every move I have. You have no understanding of how bad this situation is. Please help.
I'll make this quick.
Oh, okay.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
I realize I'm like kind of a monster. Like, what's my nail situation, like hand situation, like?
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
Okay.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
Oh. Did we get the good ending?
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck.
Let's go.
This is the end.
isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
I mean, yeah, it was great. Chapter 2. A prisoner.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that, you're here to slay
Wait,
her.
I thought we already did this. You're getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
A terrible sense of deja vu? No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
Uh-huh.
Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying.
I like the skeptic.
I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two. It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Uh-oh, they're inside my head.
And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large?
Okay, let's go to the cabin. Fuck it.
A warning before you go any further.
Yeah.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she
Yeah.
Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
Yeah, wink.
Did you just say wink out loud?
No, I didn't. Wink.
Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
I got so many voices in my head. I'm just adding to the party at this point. Getting a little silly.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat
Wait a sec.
and more like
Definitely.
a dungeon.
Definitely different,
A few
yeah.
pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison.
It do be looking like a bit of a prison situation.
The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
A pristine blade
is your
again.
implement.
You're saying about the mirror, though.
He definitely did not. Does a mirror not count as furniture of note to you?
Yeah.
Because it should.
There isn't a mirror. There's a table,
Oh.
the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
I think you know what we have to do.
Yeah, we gotta break it. Let's see how handsome I am.
Let's not get caught up in vanity, but we should definitely take a closer look. Whatever it is, he must not want us to know
Probably
about
not a
it.
real mirror.
Is this some sort of rehearsed bit? Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
I'm gonna wipe it clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago.
We're losing our
Now
minds.
it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
Maybe we'll pretend like we're going to the door, and then we'll caress the mirror again. All right, give me the blade.
You take the blade from the table.
Good
Yes.
idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone.
Time to go down to basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase.
I like the torches.
A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her
True.
voice, harsh but controlled.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us?
A while since she's had company. Wait a sec.
You walk down the stairs.
Oh my
and lock
God.
eyes with the princess. She looks up at you.
Got
the
fucking
heavy
chains
collar
everywhere
around
now.
Her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck?
Exactly.
Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier.
What?
Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
You're the one on the right.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just sit down and talk
You
to her.
step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
Oh.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Sounds like a different princess, like a different voice actress.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Alright, I'll just sit here.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
What do you mean?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here?
Why do I get the questions? Shouldn't I be
There
asking them?
isn't a keyhole in these shackles, so I'm afraid my only way out is surgical removal.
Yes, but we can't exactly just cut off your fucking torso and just bring you out.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck?
Or does she think she'd survive a beheading?
Right?
You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her.
Narrator? Definitely trustworthy.
Unless she really could survive.
That's what I'm thinking, because we kind of just cut her hand off earlier and she didn't seem to give a fuck.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
Why do you say that? What happened after I died last time?
Oh, are we talking about that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But sure, I'll fill you in.
Game.
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them.
Ah, so it's like a puzzle.
And now you're back.
Yeah, did you miss me?
Is that really all she knows?
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
a Groundhog Day.
First you make a comment about having been here before, and now this. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things.
It's complicated things how, exactly?
Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned
Hi,
to oblivion.
Gooba, baby. How are you? Welcome. I hope you're doing good, Gooba.
The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
I don't get it. What's contingency mean?
A contingency
For this.
for what?
Gonna bed, sleep soon. Aw, we'll get good resties.
For you failing,
Make sure.
obviously.
Get good resty.
And you being here means that things are going to be
Big
a
work
lot
day.
harder
Oh.
than they were.
A 12-hour day.
I really shouldn't say anything else. I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
8 Tuesdays. Ah. What are your days off this upcoming weekend? When
If
are
you
your days
knew
off?
this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably.
Yeah, fuck this narrator.
I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even.
Weekend was very productive? Oh, that's good.
Maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
That's pathetic.
It is.
I never said I wasn't.
Oh. 2 full streams and cleaned your house. Yeah. Good.
Get it? It would be
The
pretty
team's good,
upsetting,
though.
wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright?
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much.
Too many voices in my head in
Your
this game.
success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world.
Need more, but for now,
you
Saturday and
managed to accept
Sundays you
that.
can only mentally manage. Well, it's important to have a good good balance, so you never try to overextend yourself. Especially because most of us doing this is not a full-time thing, so you have to be able to balance it. So, why rest very important. Don't sacrifice rest for other things. You will burn out. You will collapse. That will be bad.
I won't. Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
Doing anything but daydreaming. Yelled at by all these voices. It's okay, Gooba. It's okay. Everything's fine. Yeah. How am I supposed to cut you out? Your head's also in a shackle.
No.
Also?
Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
What?
But she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that.
Maybe she would only cut half her face off. The artist contacted me about Jorkin emote. No. I believe that was, an email I had to send. Because there was no other way to, what's it called? Do like a formal commission request that they only had their email. I was gonna say, I thought it was like, what's it called? Like a DM on Twitter, but no, I'm pretty sure it was email. Sent you a link to their Discord where I placed the order? Oh, really? Oh. Okay. Yeah, do you know if they're still open? Or like if I can just... You just send me the invite to the Discord, I'll see if they have open commissions. That'd be great.
She certainly seems confident. Maybe she knows something we don't. Or maybe you should consider the most likely scenario. She's bluffing so she can disarm you.
Send me a link to Discord. Okay, thanks, Scuba.
Though if she isn't bluffing...
Oh god, I didn't mean to do this. Anyway. If she isn't bluffing, whatever she planned might be good for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee what's good for her is good for us. I agree.
What should we do? I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons. Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you.
That's pretty bad con right there.
Doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none. The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. And whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
Oh boy, we got a lot of options. No, I'm not giving her the knife though. Yeah, you killed me last time.
But sure, let's talk about what happened. Because what happened is exactly my issue.
Huh?
The last time we met, your body tried to kill me. If you take a moment to imagine yourself in my position, I think you'll understand why letting you near me with that thing is untenable. So, be a good bird and hand it over.
I'm not a bird, I'm a fox.
And if being nice isn't enough motivation, well, I think you're aware that I'm not afraid to resort to violence.
The message asking for link to send, because they have invites turned off. Oh, okay. Well, it might be just because they have commissions closed, if they just have too many. Hell, I'm still waiting on emotes for a waitlist that I had going back to last November. So, like, yeah. I know how fucking piled up people can get. Especially if in between, like, rush orders happen and stuff, too. Everybody kind of gets pushed back a bit more. Yeah.
If you come near me with that thing, I will strangle you with these chains.
I don't think she can do that.
She doesn't beat around the bush, does she? Yes, it's almost like she's a fundamentally bad person who wishes to inflict pain on others.
You got a point there, narrator.
Or it's another bluff.
No hard feelings, of course. But you should be aware of my position.
I don't know. Who's the other chain on the wall for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please
I kind of want to
don't
do
lock
it.
yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
I'm gonna inspect it.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Do it anyways.
And why is that? Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle, and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is? And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it? I don't know. Maybe it will. He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
I like the skeptic the most.
But what if he's
Out of all
telling the
voices in my
truth?
head.
He isn't. I am.
I'm going to it.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next.
What?
What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad?
Also, the music stopped.
Yes, it's bad. Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time. Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck.
Hey, I'm here too now.
And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement. Excuse me? Yes? Are we stuck here now? Yes.
Yeah, Steam achievement for it.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
Yeah, it's hysterical. I'm just yucking it up over here.
What are we supposed to do now? Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve. That's horrible. It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information. Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch? No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
What should we do? We'll die in a bakery oven in Walmart? No.
Wait, I
They
guess.
fall in, I guess.
Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
Did you know this is going to happen?
No.
So we're both stuck here.
Yep.
Oh man, not one for small talk.
Nope.
Yes,
That's rude.
exactly. I guess we're waiting
You and
in
the
silence.
princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring.
Walk-in oven. Walk-in oven is dangerous. Yeah, like walk-in freezers and coolers and stuff. Yeah, the oven's different for sure.
There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing. But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent. At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do
Locked
much
inside
of
for an
anything.
hour and cooked. Mom found her body. She was 19. Well, that's just a great story to bring here, huh? Thanks, Scoop. If I wasn't being a little scary fox already.
She's not ending anything. She's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms
Thank you.
everything
Yeah.
around it. How exactly does that work? It just does. But your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again. And let me guess, the cabin remains the same. If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's
Stay away
just how
from
things
walk-ins.
work.
Yeah, for sure.
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there, but then they get larger and larger.
I don't like small talk, remember?
Still rude.
Guess we wait in silence some more.
You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change.
Ah,
The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can
Fuck.
watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
She hasn't starved.
I guess she hasn't.
interesting. Oh,
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement.
we're gonna die to
Dirt
trees.
seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass, until suddenly there are no walls. And then... And...
I think he's gone.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us. So this is the outside world. It's cold.
Okay. Okay, goodbye? What the fuck? Oh, the mirror.
she's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Narrator's gone.
He is. Does that mean the world ended?
It must have. Do any of us know what the world ending is supposed to look like?
I don't know. Let's go to the mirror.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
Why not?
It's different now. It feels... I don't know. Final.
But what else is
Right.
around us?
Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
I say fuck the voices in me head. Silence as I reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's me. I'm so handsome. You're alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. It looks like it's Harry. Okay, I guess we're going to the cabin. Oh. Seems normal.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
I'm not fragile. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I'm a fox tuber.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
I don't know where we are. Where the fuck is we? You know the world beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Okay. How about what's a fragile vessel mean?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own.
Okay.
This one is determined, but also cautious. One that would rather let the world move around her than move it herself. She will make for a patient heart.
So the princess is a sacrifice?
Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Okay. Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are.
but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Okay, we'll just feed the beast. That sounds like the correct plot line to take for our run. How many more pieces do I have to find?
More than you have found,
Fuck.
but less than there are to find.
Huh?
I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Okay. And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
I don't like that. I was sent to slay the princess, stop her from destroying the world. If help you, is that what you're gonna do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
So what are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
But I won't be able to if I'm being told to forget.
You won't.
Duh. Everything goes dark and you die. W. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Went back.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
I know that. You can skip previously seen dialogue by hitting tab on your keyboard or R on my controller. R1. Okay, so we actually went back to the beginning? Okay, I guess we're just gonna say fuck the dialogue options.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. A warning. She will lie. She will...
I'm gonna hit tab. Fuck it. I thought that I had more.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely...
I already know what happens. Give me the blade.
You take the blade from the table.
Time to go back into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open.
Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain.
Here to kill me or something. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two...
Look how reasonable she's being. Don't you dare.
No.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Do we throw it at her?
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Are you sure she's not armed?
I'm positive. I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
I'm not dropping it.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Let's squint at her.
You stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back. The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
Do it again.
You squint even harder. So does she. At least nobody's dying right now. You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going to have to blink.
Alright, well, I guess we can try to murder her this time.
You charge the princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your earlier suspicions proved correct. A blade of her own slips down her sleeve and catches you in the neck. Blood sprays from the cut, your severed carotid artery painting the princess with strokes of red. You'd better finish your task quickly before you run out of time. With the
Finish
last
the
bit of
job.
your will, you press forward, sinking the blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh,
The two of you collapse on the floor together, rapidly bleeding out.
Did we beat the game this time?
somehow, I thought this would turn out a little differently. But I wonder, do you really think that this was enough to stop me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay. Chapter 2 is now called The Razor.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
Hasn't this already happened?
Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Now we have voice of the cheated instead of the skeptic this time.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. When we asked you if you were sure she didn't have a weapon on her, you said you were positive she didn't. But it turns out she did, because when we charged her, she started stabbing us to death.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
Why to listen to you?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Okay.
We did exactly what you said. Sounds to me like you probably had some kind of elaborate nightmare.
A nightmare,
in
right?
which case, I shouldn't be held accountable for what supposedly happened.
Yeah, it's a nice new voice, isn't it?
But congratulations, you've been given a chance to actually do this right.
Okay, we'll be determined to murder her for real this
And I
time.
believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We stabbed the princess stabbed us, and now everyone's right back to where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Yeah, sounds like a normal fucking day at the office.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself? Or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
I don't know. There's too many things in my head.
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
Screw this. Who cares what happened to everyone else? She's not going to play fair, so we should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of here.
I agree.
At least you know not to trust her, but you do realize that everything and everyone includes you, right? If you turn around and leave, you're dooming yourself as well as everyone else.
I kind of just want to say fuck it and go home.
She just caught us by surprise last time. She can't do that twice. So that's
guess.
the spirit. Just keep that stiff upper lip, and you'll save the world in no time at all.
Yeah, stiff upper lip. Just go stab somebody. Alright, fuck it. Let's trudge along here.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie. She will cheat.
Yeah, we know.
Could be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Okay.
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement.
Yes, it is. I know there's a mirror, but let's just go to it and not say anything.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror.
Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You
Damn
reach
it.
forward and rub your hand against the cap, but there was a mirror.
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here.
Yeah, he's playing tricks. Yeah, he's playing tricks, all right.
This
Give me the blade.
You take the blade from the table.
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands.
Let's head down, down, down.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall.
Yeah, this is fucked.
The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Sure
That's
thing.
right. Scraping. I told you she has something. I told you.
It's just the chains, dude.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor.
Oh.
I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
Sounds a lot more
There is
malevolent.
something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah. She thinks she's better than us. Like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
Hey.
As you descend the final
Oh
step,
no. What happened to the
form of
3 chains?
princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room. I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
And do we have like a ranged attack?
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
Well, back upstairs. Yeah, basically. Yeah, that's my plan, is to have someone else do this.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
Uh-huh. You're just gonna stab me.
What? No! No! I wouldn't stab you. I am just a sweet, innocent princess trapped here for no reason. And you are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to, not stabbing distance to help me.
Ah. Whoops.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her.
She certainly feels threatening. Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it.
That's what you said last time, and then she had a fucking knife on her and stabbed us.
But you know who is armed? You. So stop second-guessing yourself and do your job.
Got like she's like sweating though. She's got her arm still behind her back.
I'm nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
Let's see. Drop your knife first.
A knife? What are you talking about? I don't have a knife. Where would I keep a knife? And why would I stab you to death? I don't know you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
Oh, yandere vibes, yeah.
Okay, I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death.
Sounds like she's really out for blood. Fortunately for you, she isn't armed.
Oh, it's not true. I don't have the key.
Oh, you don't? Okay, I see. I have an idea. You should come over here and stare directly at the chains. You won't be able to find a key if you don't know what it's supposed to look like, so you better come right within close staring distance just to be sure.
She seemed a little insane.
How many more times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally decide you're ready to deal with her? We're clearly still figuring out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance. Oh, I'm sorry, do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now?
And more so than we are.
You're acting like you are.
My entire world is at risk.
Mm.
Then maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way.
True.
No, I have my dignity. Fine, then we'll continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
Prove that you don't have a knife.
It would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you, but I don't have one, so I can't.
That's not how this
Princess
works.
smiles as she pulls her hands from behind her back.
But look at this! Hands! Hands that don't have anything in them to stab you with!
Her smile stretches into an even wider grin as she shakes her sleeves.
And empty sleeves, too! Look at how few stabbing implements I have. It's practically zero.
So it's like behind her though. Like she just hit it behind, like, you know, part of her dress. Cause yeah. So many options. Let's let bygones be bygones.
But I'm not mad at you, so please stop standing so far out of reach.
I think I've said my piece at this point. I think we all have. But if you want to keep exhausting your questions, it beats getting stabbed to death.
Kind of. What if you're hiding it somewhere secret?
I've shown you all of my hiding spots. What kind of princess do you think I am? I would never hide something sharp somewhere secret. Wait, that sounds like I'm lying, but I'm actually not. My secret zones are for me, only they have nothing to do with you or my intention to not stab you to death the second you get close to me.
We're dying. Again.
Her smile drops for a moment, her expression sharp and flat.
I assure you, there's nothing hidden there.
I'm inclined to believe her on that one. She seems serious. Of course, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't have something hidden somewhere. We know for a fact she's armed.
You remember what happened last time?
Last time? If somebody came into my house and tried to kill me and I cut his neck open and then he stabbed me in the heart and we both died looking in each other's eyes, well, surely I would remember that. But I don't remember it, so it must not have happened.
There you go again, talking up delusions about a past life experience that clearly didn't happen. Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth. I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right? Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
I really like dialogue options that don't piss the narrator off somehow. Hi, Goose. Thank you for all the head pats. How are you? Oh, thank you for the lurky lurks. Have a good lurk. Okay, but so okay, you do remember it.
Would I just lie? Would I just lie to your face and tell you a thing I remembered happening didn't happen just so I could stab you again? I mean, just so I could stab you for the first time.
Aha! She slipped up there. She said again, and her taking it back doesn't count. Do you hear how deranged you sound right now? Please stop dawdling. This is only going to end with violence. Postponing the inevitable is only going to make it worse for you when it actually happens.
I'd like to trust you, but you're being sauce.
That's so rude of you, passing judgments on strangers you've never met just because they're different from you. How would you like it if I did that, huh? Silly little bird-face thinks he's so serious coming down here but doesn't know anything. Thinks he could tell me to get rid of all the knives I don't even have while he gets to wave one around right in front of me. I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason. Okay, I'm bored now.
She's bored? That's absurd. She doesn't get to be bored. Not in a way that matters. She's a prisoner. She's... Shit. In a sudden burst of movement, the princess leaps towards you, a blade erupting from her free arm, her wrist limp and empty from the violent expulsion. Huh. So I guess she did.
You had a knife on her after all?
How conciliatory of you. We appreciate it, really. Now what are we going to do? At least we're safe here. She's still in chains. And those chains stop her from continuing her advance. At least for a moment.
Okay. I'm glad we didn't do anything. I'm glad us just fucking around has saved some of our life, whatever it's gonna end up being.
She looks down at them with something between annoyance and confusion. And then she slices through her arm.
Ah, so he's gonna die anyway.
Okay, maybe we aren't safe here.
She doesn't even hesitate before darting towards you with a terrifying speed you can't hope to outpace. Ah, shit. Okay, she's down an arm and we still have a weapon. I guess we'll have to use it. And use it you do. But unfortunately for you, and for the entire world, you are horribly outmatched. You keep pace with her for a single brief and wordless exchange before she severs your hand and, with it, your only line of defense.
She's even better at this than she was last time.
Bloody cheater.
I'm going to kill you now.
Okay.
And with a squelch, she does just that.
What's up, dog?
Ah, thank you
Everything
so
goes
much for the
dark,
follow, Stinky
and you
Termite.
die.
Welcome to the stream. Hope we doing well. Hope your beginning of your week's been good. Howdy. Chapter 3, The Arms Race. Oh, wait, we got to Chapter 3 this time, at least.
You're on a path in the woods. No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time.
How's the
We're
game? The
starting
game's
in
been
the
good.
fucking cabin.
It's my first playthrough. I don't know. It's fun, though. I'm enjoying the storytelling. I hope you're doing good, though.
You're what? The interior of the cabin is sharp.
I might have accidentally just skipped ahead.
constricting mess
Oops.
of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do?
I actually don't even know what I just did.
I feel dizzy.
Like in space or something.
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight. What's the point of fighting if she's just going to win every time? It hurts being sliced to pieces.
There's so many
Better off just
voices
sitting up here and doing nothing.
in my head.
Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times?
This is our third?
No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right? That can't be right. That's too much responsibility.
I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted with the fate of a single person, let alone the fate of the world.
The voice of the broken is so cute.
Let's just stay focused, shall we?
They need head pats.
The only furniture of note is a bent metal table. A pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
First time playing the game, how many chapters have I encountered? The first, this is like technically my second run, I guess, at it. So the first one, I think I just got to chapter 2, and then I just got ended. I got ended there, and so, yeah, that was like the, I'm gonna be not murdering you the first time I see you, and then got chained to a wall on the second chapter, then met a vessel or something, or somebody made of hands, and they were like, I'm gonna kill you now, and I was like, okay, and then it just restarted from that. So this is my second run, like getting a little further, I guess. Very interesting storytelling.
That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually.
That's what I think too.
And what if we never do?
So, are you just going to stand there, or are you going to head to the basement like you're supposed to? I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right?
The door is a mirror.
But there isn't a door, it's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
I don't know what to trust anymore. I only get one
Make
option
your way
though.
to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. well, it doesn't exist.
And in some chapter 2, got it. Then
Just reach
got the
forward.
prisoner at Razor, still in the first playthrough. Oh, okay. Wait a sec. Did I just get through Razor? I think I got through Razor then. I got murdered. Yeah, it's very a lot of, I mean, they say choices matter. I mean, clearly.
Let's just move it out of the way without looking. I don't want to see us. I'm sure we all look awful after dying twice.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
I agree. Voice the Broken is just such a mood. It was a really big sigh.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising. It was never there. Just an illusion. Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
I think we're gonna get absolutely curb stomped here. I can't imagine what this form of hers is
Step
gonna be like.
forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Your body tumbles onto the basement
Oh,
floor.
God.
The form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore.
Yay!
But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
Fun for her, maybe. I didn't like dying all over again. Thinking about dying makes us as good as dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it.
True.
We just need to find a way to win once.
Nothing bad has come of it yet.
Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered. The past isn't real. There's only here and now. Your internal
Oh, good.
dialogue is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor. She's loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
We've done when you met the princess for the very first time, took the blade. This time we actually tried to murder her the first time. And then we ended up like one for oneing. And then the second time we went down there, she had one of these blades pop out and she cut her other arm off to get through the chain. And cut our arm off and killed us. And then this is our third encounter, basically. She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. This is actually the best. All these ideas suck. No, I think we actually beat her to it. We'll try that.
No, that's a terrible idea.
Oh my goodness, it's a Tano raid. Hi, Tano. Oh my goodness, hello. Hi, Tano. I love you. How was the Call of Duty Zombies?
What's up, dog?
Oh my goodness, thank you so much for the follow, Cataclysm. Thank you. Welcome to the Supper Squad. I love you too. I hope you had a good time doing the zombies and watching Tano do the zombies with the EB and all the others. Thank you so much for the raid. I met Subdog. I'm a Stinky League streamer, but we're doing some spoopy games as we're in the season. But I hope you had a fun time. Make sure you get your post-stream care, food, drink, snack, water, rest, all that good stuff. Yeah, thank you so much for hanging. My bitch got knife arms. Oh, we be playing, I don't even know. It's like basically a visual novel at this point, but it's like choices matter. It's like almost reminds me of like a text RPG. Pretty cool. We're just dying a lot, essentially. Yeah, basically. But yeah. Hope y'all had fun watching Tano play the games and shooting the zombies. A hand job would be cutting their clothes. Well, depends on what you're into. Tried to slay her? I'm a little confused. Managed to actually slay her without dying or died together? We both died. I tried to kill her and she killed me. That's what happened. Gotta head out. EP, good night. Good luck with the stream. Good. Have a good resties, Tano. I'll be too. Have a good resties. Thank you again for the raid. Mwah. But yeah, if you want to be cozy with me, I don't know how scary this game gets. That'd be like kind of like a little like not jump scary, but like I don't know, just scary. But it's nice and cozy, and the narration's funny, and we've decided in this dialogue option to try to end ourselves before she ends us. I don't know if this is gonna work, but we're trying. So yeah,
We're dead either way.
Yeah.
Screw it, we've already died twice. What's a third?
Well, these are all voices in my head, by the way. I'm a very sane individual in this game, and IRL, of course.
A third is a third. It's bad. Who cares? Fine. You raise your blade above your head.
Oh, this is new. What are you going to do? Are you really going to stab yourself? Neat.
Yeah, neat.
Then you skewer yourself. Ow. Are we still here? Can we not actually off ourselves? Boo!
Yeah, boo. EP
Huh,
stinky
that didn't do
Tano.
much of anything. We're tougher than I thought. Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? Nah. We'd know if we died. Right? You're on it. No, you're in it. Where the hell are you?
Ow, he broke the game.
I think we're dead. And that's all we'll ever be. Dead.
This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
Matt, quick question, future reference. A little heart rate monitor I see. That's not accurate, right? No, it's accurate. I'm wearing it right now. Why do you ask? I think it would be higher if it was a Scario game, but yeah.
As long as we keep moving.
Oh, great. So it's going to get even more crowded. Even more deluded voices that think we might stand any kind of chance.
Oh, if it goes up based on a line of question in which it did. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. You're very welcome, Boxu. Talk to you later as well. Heart rate only goes up when I get angry.
Who cares about getting better than her? Let's do something weird. Like, really, really weird.
Yeah, the weirder the better, I feel like.
Come on, show me something new.
Let's try flirting with her. It doesn't work, and she kills you again. And again and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life, holding snippets of the conflict that transpires.
Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman. She skewers you.
You're cute.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. We just have to hit her harder. She skewers you.
You'll have to be trickier than that.
Just panic. Flee. She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
Oh my.
Do you see that? We almost had her. That was luck. But we only have to get lucky once. She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels.
True.
She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. Okay, let's go again. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason. She skewers you. See? We're getting better. Okay, yeah. That was a good one. None of this is working. Think. She skewers you. We're getting close to something. Can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time. That's all we need.
Feels like
Then
my Elden
everything goes
Ring
dark,
gameplay.
and you die.
Chapter 4. Mutually assured destruction. Oh my god. We actually have the launch codes this time.
You're on it. Don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here.
Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand.
Oh, what if we throw it out the window?
Over my dead.
Oops. I keep hitting right click.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
Exactly.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
Not sure how I feel about the voice of the smitten.
Sure, I can think of a better way to die. They're all the same, really.
How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything.
The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top.
There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them?
Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along.
Okay.
Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this. Don't care, just want to win. Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone.
Oh no, I keep doing this. Do you want to see it? I guess.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just gonna show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Are you gonna say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing.
I want to see the new thing too.
Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. Then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
I wonder if she got more blades the more times she killed us.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Holy shit! She's gorgeous.
Ah, yes.
Absolutely divine.
I can fix her.
Yes, behold, the perfect woman.
Do you think we can throw her out the window? That looked painful.
How is she still alive?
Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
Star voices.
What just happened? It's so quiet.
Empty my mind. Oh.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act, and yet through that inaction, your body moves on its own. The princess strikes you as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Your weapons clash again and again. You and her entering a rhythm of free thought and free of self? Sorry, the font is kind of hard to read. There is only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endlessly building crescendo, and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and her strikes you too. So same thing that happened in chapter 1. Oh. Okay. Got a Steam achievement. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. Oh, okay. Good ending? You do not get to see each other die, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. Mirror time? You do so. Gaze into my reflection. Silence as you reach toward the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's me again. You've grown. Have I? Find yourself in the long quiet once again. I guess we go to cabin. You are at the cabin. She's on fire? No, it's these again.
And empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Oh wait, that is a continuation last time. I thought it was just gonna be completely different from the start.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Okay. How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Bloated corpse in the mirror. I was the bloated corpse. Somebody, I don't know. This felt very, there's a lot of talk. Why can't I do the same things as I did before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now.
Oh.
Inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
You've been kinder than anyone I've met, thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
What do you feel about me, the vessels I'm bringing you? I've hurt them.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me.
I'm murdering memories?
The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
Damn. How many more vessels? Actually, do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is a single-minded edge. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for a piercing heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Okay. What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them.
Okay.
My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Okay. You have no preference on how you want to change or grow.
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
Alright, how many more do you need?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective.
Okay, so pond turns into something and then ocean? Like, what are we talking?
You will have your rest in due time. and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
That's okay. Alright. I don't really care about these dialogue options. Okay, I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Yay, now I'm destroyed. Alright. Back to the start.
You're on a path in the woods.
Yeah, we know. So what if we do the one that's like, I'm not doing this, goodbye. Maybe.
Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
Okay, then I guess we have to go.
You make your way.
Go to the cabin. And to the basement. With no blade. This is different than last time.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly. Her voice soft.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's
Oh.
hypnotizing. It's the kind of
Someone
voice you only
definitely
have to
different.
hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Don't let it fool you.
Pretty
It's
sure.
all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
I'm just gonna go down the stairs, not say anything.
You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
I can't skip dialogues. I'm guessing there's like new.
I am begging you to
New
stay
stuff
focused.
here? I'm not really sure.
There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Let's talk of it.
Okay.
What's your name?
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Okay.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
Yeah, if I haven't been here for a while, what have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This
Weird.
is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Let's see. I don't really like these dialogue options either. I think we're just gonna try to free her, I guess.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you, and you won't. I promise.
You're making a huge mistake.
God, I'm a league player. I literally can't.
No,
I can't stop
You're
doing
doing
it.
the right thing.
you walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers
Nah.
the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
If we were stuck down here,
I've
long
done
enough,
this
I'm
before,
sure
though.
We'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement.
Is someone else here?
Well.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll
Now we
repeat
can't get the
myself
blade.
Once again. You try the door.
Nope. Back to the stairs we go.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs, This easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the
Yeah,
mess
we're in a
you're
mess now. There's
I
nothing.
heard the door slam.
Yes,
There's a
they
slight
locked me here.
panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates
Okay.
before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
This is where we slay her.
Without hesitation, you bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally, the wound drives her to the ground.
Okay. There's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
Oh, goody.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us.
It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you.
I'm not so sure.
Don't waver now. As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm. Your blade cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw.
Damn, this blade sucks, bro.
Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
Though your nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees.
We can still turn this around.
Finish the job.
You steel your resolve and take another step closer to the princess. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can still make sure that she won't make it out of here either.
Excuse me? What's this about not making it out of here alive?
Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone in this room is still standing right now. Don't act so surprised.
Can you not feel all those gashes and holes pulling you apart? If the princess doesn't do you in here, blood loss is certain to finish the job.
You take another step forward, and the princess lunges towards you. The two of you enter one last exchange, a flurry of blade and claw and fleshy ribbons. And then you stop. Neither you nor princess able to go any further.
Did we win?
You collapse on the ground, and the princess collapses beside you. Blood pools around you both, and you watch each other fade away.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
You can blame the narrator for this one.
Silence as the room starts to get fuzzy around you. You've paid a terrible price, but you've saved us all. It's over.
Yay!
If you think this is it, you're sorely mistaken. One way or another, I'll make sure you pay for this.
Yeah, whatever.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2. Oh, now we got the witch. Uh-oh.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
Mm-mm.
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part
Why do you
of
blame
it.
the narrator?
We've just met for the first time, you and I.
Well, because I was told to do it. That's why I blame the narrator.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep... Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess.
True. Let's head to the cabin.
A warning. before you go any further. She will lie.
Yes, we
Don't
know.
worry. You can trust us to get the job done. The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf. The blade is your...
Give me the blade. Actually, no. Go to the basement.
No blade. Hope you know what you're getting us into. It'll always be here if we need it. Sure, that was also true last time and we still died, but we definitely know what we're doing this time. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below.
You decided to free her last time. It was pretty opportune to stab her in the back, though. Yes. Yes, exactly.
Tangled hair.
I thought that would be the play.
The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of
Gotta
the
do one more
opening
run is
below.
like
It shines in the darkness
good
like
Vox.
some kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up into the earth.
Jesus.
The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the Princess
Yes,
Limo
we'll be doing her
voice
favor.
skitters...
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
I'm not nasty.
But you are. You're a wretched little thing.
Aw.
I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
She must have you confused with someone else.
Hi, Arsenic. Thank you for the water redeem. Hello, hello. Play her coldly and silently.
Seems
I don't doubt it.
friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. Look,
Oh well.
I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we
Yeah.
want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering.
Kind of
Your
his
task
job
is
to talk.
Slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine, fine. You're the boss.
Down we go.
Thank you.
Oh,
You
she's like a
descend
werewolf.
The basement steps, entering the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, once again seeming to offer a helping hand while likely hiding the other behind your back. Fine, I'll play along for now. What do you want?
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before.
Yeah, we know each other.
No. You've already been here, haven't you?
Yeah.
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning.
Aw.
Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us.
Yeah, so we live happily ever after.
Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy.
Yeah, we compromise.
Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
I'm sorry about last time.
Ooh, smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster. If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
We just stab her again while we do. Kind of. We will die.
You were the one who stabbed me in the back when I was still in chains. A dirty little thing like you doesn't get to decide when all is fair.
I don't want to fight.
Just because I'll never trust you doesn't mean I won't use you to get what I want.
Oh.
The cabin lets prying little beasts like you come as you please, but it insists I stay where I am. If I'm to leave, I'm to leave with you, and you alone.
Okay.
And why would I do such a thing? Is someone's guilty conscience getting to them?
I asked her. You're gonna stab me in the back if I help.
But I wouldn't worry. As much as I may hate you, letting you live is in my best interests. If you get me out of here, the only thing that will be dead and buried is the bad blood between us.
I don't believe her.
Oh, that nagging feeling you mentioned is me, by the way. I'm actually a little anxious about a potential backstabbing event. She needs us to get out of here. We'll be fine if that's what we decide to do. You won't be fine because destruction is in her nature. If she gets out of here, that's it for the world, remember? Even if that's true, that doesn't automatically mean she's going to stab us in the back. I think that depends on your definition of words like stab and in the back. She might not literally do that, but she could very well symbolically do the same thing.
Bro, she might have a knife, but she does have the claws.
See? He gets it. There's nothing wrong with looking out for number one.
I didn't bring my blade down.
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist.
Oh. What am I here for?
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
Okay, let's leave.
Yes, let's.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
She's gonna rip my face apart.
She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face. She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
I don't like that idea.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us. It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here.
No, I don't like that voice.
Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her. Somebody has to go first, and it might as well be us. We're the ones who broke her trust last time. You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know how many more warnings I have to dole out, but if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
You first.
And turn my back on you? Do you think me a fool? Your tricks are one of the only things I've known, and I've learned better by now.
Just go first.
No, we're gonna make her go first. You super strong Princess Bride vibes, huh? I don't think so. But yeah, it's really, this is... I don't know.
The princess leans close, her nose twitching as she sniffs your neck inquisitorially. What is she doing? I think she's trying to figure out if we're lying, so it's a good thing we didn't lie.
Your stink is the stink of a wretch, but not of a liar. If I have to go first, I'll go first. But I'll have you know my ears are sharp, and I've got eyes on the back of my head.
Oh, yeah.
They'll be watching.
I got lots of voices in my head.
Eyes on the back of her head? Does she really? No, we're fine. The princess pointedly turns her back on you and starts up the stairs.
Let me guess, the knife's gonna fall again, and then we can stab her again.
You follow close behind her, the two of you walking on tiptoes through the knotted roots of the basement stairs.
We're almost there. You better not try anything. I know you're thinking it.
I might be.
Us? No, never. Just keep your eyes peeled when you get out of the basement, if you catch my drift.
Probably just close the door on us and then we can crap down here, yeah.
I don't follow. Oh, you'll know it when you see it. The princess reaches the top of the stairs and crosses over the threshold, turning back to smile at you.
And picks up the blade and stabs us.
But something catches her eye. Oh no. Oh no? It's the blade, isn't it? I was going to tell you to grab it once we got upstairs. That was the whole keep your eyes peeled thing, and then you would have stabbed her in the back and we would have been winners.
Exactly.
I wonder if perhaps you were planning to bury this in my back. What an awful little scheme that would be. Too bad I got here first, and I don't even need it. Bye-bye, you loathsome little nuisance.
She slams the door on you. Its lock swiftly clicks into place.
So both things were basically options that could have happened, and yeah.
Locked
Okay.
in the basement. I thought for sure she was just going to stab us.
Exactly.
The princess cackles from the other side of the door.
How does it feel to be locked away and forgotten by the world? Isn't it just awful?
Okay, what happens now? I'm stuck here.
Why isn't he saying anything?
Okay.
I think he's gone.
Oh, I didn't think I'd ever have to see you face to face again. Otherwise, I might have given you a little more courtesy at the top of the stairs. No hard feelings, I'm sure. Why is everything going away? I feel cold.
Uh-oh. Oh yeah, we brought another vessel. Let's go! Ah! Get fucked, idiot. You didn't get a chance to respawn. Nor will you ever. It's time to leave.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Ah, she's been taken to the underworld. Or wherever.
Is that a mirror?
Yeah, it's the mirror. I know how this works. I've been here before. I've done this.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
Ah,
If he
we've been
thinks
through
it's
this.
that, I'm with him.
The voices feel small, distant, as you approach. Gaze into our reflection. Silence, you reach forward. They're gone once again. Mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Is me. Decay, I've withered. Really? Oh, fuck. I didn't grow stronger this time. Long quiet once again. Back to the cabin with our... Yeah, whatever you call this thing. Did we do bad?
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
You can't be a contradiction. They don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is hope marred by bitterness and betrayal.
You did not grow stronger
She
last
could
time. You
see
grew in
the end
size
the
because of
tunnel, and
a
the door was
gas
closed on her.
and a dead bloated body.
She will
Aw.
make for a righteous
I see.
heart. Do not mourn her. She is finally on the other side.
Yay! One of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that make it worse? Doesn't that make it worse?
Changes me, but it doesn't make me worse. Nor does it make me care for you any less.
Okay.
Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
I don't even know. I have no opinion.
How strange of you to ask me then.
How many more vessels?
We will know when we near our destination.
Aha. Do you know what happens to the world we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me.
Okay.
Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Ah, our work. All right, I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Yay! Everything goes dark and I die. Okay.
You're on a path.
We are going to be good Samaritans this time
You
around.
make your
No stabbies. We're going to the basement. No blade again.
the door to the basement.
I'm here to
How
save
many
you.
times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs.
So slaying
I
time?
want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist.
I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all...
You don't have anything. Thank you, Goose, for that pass. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in...
I mean, I know the door
Okay.
locks.
I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement.
Yeah,
You try the door. Your shouts and pleas are
we
met
can't leave.
with silence.
Back down we go.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so...
Okay. You don't like what happens if you do that. Save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
No, she didn't.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically.
This
to the
happened the
ground.
first playthrough I did, actually.
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even...
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
I mean, she seems better mentally this time. I don't know.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your
Yeah, we have to
body
resist
steps
them.
forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Stop that.
We warned her.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart.
But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Jesus.
The blade. Move the blade.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest,
Yay.
tearing through flesh and sinew.
It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake.
For her sake. Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Yay, we doomed everybody.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Oh my god. She's really bad at killing things.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right?
I guess so.
Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark. And you die.
Let's go! Chapter 2, The Damsel. What?
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
Yeah, we know. Okay. Off to the cabin.
A warning. Before you go any she will lie. If
Yes,
only
we know.
you knew what you did to us, you villain. Excuse me? Forget he said anything. But
Oh,
he
we have
is
the
a
smitten
villain.
here now.
He made our
Earlier
beloved
this time.
brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love. Last time? What are you talking about? I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Okay. I'm not sure I like the smitten.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant,
Oh.
its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement.
I'm going to the basement with nothing. As usual.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I think we're in love. Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think?
No kidding.
We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
Manipulation, you say?
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her.
Ah! Binding her to the far wall.
We're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
And of course, we're back. We've been at this.
A hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. You've been here before, haven't you? That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion.
We're about to do it again.
I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
No.
We damned a whole world. But everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever, especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible.
Oh my god. I'm really bad at this game. I'm so sorry. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. Sigh. This is... Did you end the world after you killed me back there?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips. Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
I don't want the world to end.
Then I didn't end the world.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself. I'm not so sure.
The narrator tried to get me to kill you.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
I still don't trust her, but...
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me. I think he's right.
Actually, interesting.
I like it
point.
better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Oh. Okay.
Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity? And even if you wanted to unleash her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get her out of those chains. Good luck with that. Don't you see how dainty her hands are? You'll be able to slip her out with ease. No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. If her hand
She did that
slip out of the
before,
chains,
well, one time.
why hasn't she done it already? Because we've yet to present her with her freedom. I'm not sure I follow. Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do? I think I'd rather believe in facts. Ah, so you're one of those empiricists.
Very much so.
One of us has to be. Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step forward and free our beloved from her bindings. No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Damn.
You wouldn't.
The Shakespearean.
I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
Yay, doomed.
I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
Yeah, ugh.
If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
I have no idea. I thought the game was like pretty much like guaranteed to make me kill you in one way or another. What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt...
All's case in there, chapter 2 ends development of the vessel. Hanlini takes the princess, so no chapter 3 in this case. Okay.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world?
Yeah.
You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection, and then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I don't know. You want to leave? Let's leave. Questions are good options to see more. I feel like I just piss her off with all these options. There must be something you want.
I just want to make you happy.
Okay.
She can't just want to make us happy. It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
They're big eyes. Big baleful eyes. She's just kind of turned though. I want you to make me unhappy. That's hilarious. What would make you happy?
I just want to make you happy.
Uh-oh.
Is she broken? What's going on? What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
I want you to tell me what you want. The second option? Second to last one was okay? If you want to leave, let's just leave. I'm gonna ask her to make us unhappy.
Okay, if that's what makes you happy, I can make you unhappy.
This isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but this isn't right. I fail to see the problem here. She's just sweet on us. You don't have to act like it's a big deal.
Clearly something's happening here. I'm very scared. God.
Oh, is that really what you want? If you think that would make you happy, then...
Her eyes dart uncomfortably to the corners of the room.
I guess we could do that.
Oh, at least she's normal again. Normal again? Can't you tell she's sad? She's distraught. This is unacceptable.
I don't know. The bigger eyes make her, like, cute, though. I don't
But
know.
she can't be unhappy about staying with us. Can she? No. It has to be him. It has to be this place. If we just made these walls more fitting for a princess, if we just say the right things, if we just showed her the contents of our heart, she'd be happy here. As the voice thinks its thought, your hands raise, fingers pointing towards your chest, and then... What?
We're going
No,
to
you
show
absolutely
her
do not do
our
that.
actual beating heart.
Oh, but I do. What? What is he doing? We can't see unless you tell us. Are you sure you want to know? I suppose I can't stall forever. You plunge your nails into your chest, digging deep, grasping for a handhold. And you find it, your fingers curling around your ribs.
Oh no, what are you doing? Are you okay? You can't do that and be okay.
Time out. He should not be allowed to do that. He's not the decider. And yet, it's done, isn't it? It will be soon. You yank violently, your bones cracking with wet pops as you pull yourself apart inch by painful inch. Your exposed heart, framed by jagged ribs, thumps rhythmically in your raw, bloodied chest. The loosened threads of your body unfurling to cover the surface of the room. Don't mind my sacrifice. It's a fair price to pay to give her everything she doesn't know she wants.
Oh, I see. You're trying to tell me something.
Yeah, by ripping open my ribcage.
The princess, mesmerized, reaches towards your beating heart, and then everything goes dark and we die? Yes.
Epilogue? Happily ever after? Really?
You're on a path in the woods. Mate, we're clearly already in the cabin. Excuse me? You're clearly... Oh. Huh. So you are. How do you know about the cabin? I didn't get to the cabin part of my opening monologue yet.
We've been here before. Well, not here, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You knew about the loop-in last time. Not that he was eager to divulge that. And right on cue, here's the new guy. Welcome!
Yay, another voice.
I can't say I'm happy to be here. This is a bad place, all stale and wrong. Can't you feel it?
Okay, yes, I get it. You've been here before. That's terrible. You know that, right? Because the only reason you would have been here before is if you failed in whatever world you'd come from. Meaning you doomed an entire other reality. But I'm sure since you're so well-travelled, you know that.
We know that you keep telling us that, but we've never seen a world end. As far as I'm concerned, that whole conversation is just noise. And I'm stuck on a better question. Where's the other one?
The other one?
Yeah, a certain lovesick fool has been suspiciously quiet. One might even say absent.
Yeah, where's the smitten?
Oh, you're right. It's a little quiet here, isn't it? Maybe that's one of the rules. Maybe only one bonus voice is allowed to be here at a time.
Yeah.
Bonus voice? I'm just as important as you are.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. All I'm saying is that it's my third time here and it's your first. You're not unwelcome, but from my perspective, you're definitely bonus. I'm going to describe the room now.
Aw.
The interior of the cabin is vast and regal. High arched windows line the walls, their multicoloured glass casting kaleidoscopic patterns across the stone floor. An iron chandelier hangs from the vaulted ceiling, its many candles lit with flickering light, vaguely illuminating the massive room. This is a house fit for royalty. Before you, there isn't a blade, is there? That's not good.
Yeah, doesn't matter, right?
I see your point, but it's still an option that's been taken away from us. I don't like losing options.
Yes, and it's an important one. It's your implement. You're going to need it if you want to do this right. And the fact that you're here, right now, again, means that you have not yet done this right. But it's not there, is it? We don't even get the choice. So, what are we supposed to do? I don't actually know. I'm sure it'll turn up somewhere. It has to. It's part of the whole structure of this place, I think. At the very least, it's important.
Let's go to the mirror.
You cross the room, stopping just in front
I mean,
of the door
door.
to the basement. The handle is right there. Do feel free to give it a push as soon as you'd like. There is no door, there's a mirror. No, there isn't. What a strange thing to lie about. That's because I'm not lying.
Yeah, you've done
reach
this.
forward, your hand instinctively wrapping around the handle. It's gone.
I don't like things disappearing on us. I don't like how fluid reality seems to be.
Neither do I. And then you push the door open. Marvellous. We can proceed. It would seem that the stairs to the basement don't lead to a basement at all. Rather, they go up. They're draped in fine carpet too, one that feels pleasantly soft against your feet. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably... no, that doesn't work here at all. This place is nice. It's fancy, even. I have to say, whatever you did in your previous lives, I deeply dislike how much it's thrown me off my rhythm.
Exactly.
Well, if all of this has thrown you off your rhythm so much, then maybe we don't have to slay the princess. No, you absolutely do. Just because she lives in a nice house doesn't mean she doesn't pose a direct threat to all of reality. It's in her very nature.
Am I the only one who remembers how much she changed last time? Does she even have a nature?
That is precisely why she poses a threat. I don't know, she got weird for a second, yeah, but she didn't change that. We have to move on. This is a wildly dangerous line of reasoning.
Okay.
No, you can't just say that and not... Her voice, gentle and warm, with an undercurrent of fatigue, rolls down the stairs.
You're home. Dinner's ready.
As much as I desperately want to know what happened last time, we are not going to examine it. The more we think, the worse this gets. Why are you so on edge? This is much nicer than what we're used to. I'd like to have dinner. Dinner sounds nice.
Yay, food.
That is the problem. This isn't supposed to be nice, and she's supposed to be a prisoner. I need to stop talking. I need to stop talking. Just go upstairs, okay? And don't eat the food.
Why?
This hall, like the one below, is grand and beautiful. Torches bathe the room in warm, comforting light, just enough to illuminate the tapestries along every wall, woven with scenes of chivalry and courtship and romance. The many cloth eyes are fixed on each other, gazes averted from the long table in the centre of the room, the princess seated at its far end. Your pristine blade glints in the weak torchlight, hanging from a golden chain around the princess's neck.
Well, that's interesting.
So that's where it is. And the tip is already pointed right at her heart. Okay, everything is falling back into place. All you have to do is cross the room, push down a little, and the entire world is saved. That's easy. Isn't that suspiciously easy? There has to be a twist. There has to be something waiting for us. You saw what happened to her last time. She's not what she seems.
You're here. Now we can start being happy together. Why don't you sit down? Wouldn't that be nice?
As the words leave her mouth, the torches flare and a chair swings in from behind, knocking your legs out from under you. You're forcibly seated at the head of the table.
Isn't that better? It is better, right?
I don't even know anymore. What is this place?
It's our happy ending, just like you asked for. It's everything we're supposed to have ever wanted.
Oh, this is a happy end. I see. What are we supposed to do now?
Oh, right, dinner. I totally forgotten about it.
Flames burn bright and a shadow dives across the table. In its wake, it leaves a feast.
Go ahead and dig in. I'm sure you're hungry.
Remember what I said.
The food seems delicious.
Oh, but
I don't
it
know.
looks so amazing, and after everything we've been through, we could really use a break. Are you sure we need to be so concerned? I'm not sure about anything, and that's the problem. For what it's worth, I generally don't think one should trust strange food that magically appears on a table. But nothing here is exactly what I expected it to be, so make of that what you will.
I don't want it.
It's okay. It's okay. We can figure something else out. Think. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This isn't fine. This isn't fine at all.
As the words leave her mouth, one of the torches on the wall sputters and then goes out entirely.
What just happened? Did I do something wrong?
A light went out. Maybe a coincidence, but maybe not. As if in response to the dousing of their brother, the other three torches blaze brighter, their flames licking at the walls. Their shadows deepen, dancing angrily across the stone.
I don't think you did anything wrong. I think you just said something you wanted to say.
But it was wrong. I took away a piece of our light. I'm not supposed to do that. I don't want him to be upset with me.
Who is he?
He's the voice that whispers sweet nothings in my ear. I think he made this place for us.
Oh, so you have a narrator too.
It all makes sense now. It's him, isn't it? He's making all this happen. He's the one who trapped us here. Who? The lovesick one. The one from last time. He's not gone. He's just with her now. He's the shadow.
Oh. Yeah, hey Smitten, where are you?
Smitten?
The torches flare and the shadow grows for a moment, but you don't receive a response. No, I saw him smile. That's him. Regardless, it would seem that he, if there is a he, isn't something you can talk to.
He says his words are just for me, but he wants me to ask. Isn't this enough? Isn't this what you wanted him to do? He says he's tired, and I don't think he'll answer anything else you have to say.
Okay, what do we do now?
I don't know. Maybe we could play a game.
Oh god. I'm bad at games.
Yeah, that's exactly what we should do.
The flames roar and the shadow comes dancing across the table. It leaves behind an intricate game, its pieces elegant and beautiful and enticing, its simple rules already apparent, even with little explanation.
We can probably work together to figure this out as we go. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yes, it's not really that spoopy, honestly. It's just kind of like a bit psychologically weird, but yeah. Hi, Ryder. Hope you're doing good.
Yet another waste of time. Why all the distractions? What are we being distracted from? That's the real game. And I feel like I'm 2 steps behind.
You're overthinking it, mate. I feel like this is just something to do. We might as well try to have some fun.
You and the princess do indeed figure it out as you go. And what a game it is. The tension between turns, the triumphant highs of moves well placed, and the tragic lows of miscalculations and careless plays. The warmth of trust and the cool texture of deception. And then, the climax, as she places her final piece.
Oh, I think we got the rules wrong.
Duh.
And so you start over. Time passes. You play the game. You win.
Hey! Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh, you won. I guess we can play again.
Time passes. You play the game. She wins.
I think this is a bit of a metaphor of what we've been doing this whole time.
Oh, I won. I guess we can play again.
There is a long pause, and the board does not reset.
This isn't fun anymore, is it?
It's never going to stay fun. You don't need me to tell you that it isn't. Oh. The princess visibly panics as another torch sputters.
Wait. Maybe this is just too easy. Maybe if we added more rules and pieces, it would be fun again.
Just a game, bro.
Yeah. The game's just a little simple. We can make it fun again.
The shadow descends on the board once again. More pieces are added, their shapes more intricate, their purposes less immediately clear, and the two of you set about discovering the complexities of the game anew. And so you do. And it is fun again. In fact, it's almost as fun as the first time you played, and the sputtering torch roars back to life. But then you get used to the additions, and the feeling starts to fade. A creeping numbness settling in over the board. More pieces are added. The feelings flare. The feelings fade. The princess suggests new rules. A glimmer of what could have been excitement flits through your mind, quickly vanishing as the game progresses. Your pieces advance in an ever-increasing slog to their destination. Winning and losing become nothing but ends. And even the end becomes nothing as you roll over into a new game, the board resetting as many times as you can finish. Until finally
what?
I'm out of ideas. I'm actually out of ideas this time. I don't think I can play anymore.
As the words leave the princess's mouth, another torch goes out. Again, the remaining flames burn brighter, and the shadow dances faster.
I'm happy. I promise. We're both so happy here. You don't have to be upset.
This is awful.
Yeah, it really is.
I think we all know that we're not happy. We just have to admit it to ourselves.
Are you actually happy here?
The princess starts to hyperventilate, her quick breaths punctuating the uncomfortable silence between you.
Yes! Why wouldn't I be? Let's not talk about it.
Okay, then now what?
I don't know. But we can't do those other things anymore, can we? Maybe we can just spend time together?
Princess smiles as the two of you wait.
Come on. There has to be a way out of this. This can't be the rest of our lives.
This can't be forever. And wait, we live in a changing world. We know that. Something has to happen. And wait.
And wait.
You keep saying that, but we can't wait forever.
Actually, we can. We did that earlier.
No waiting forever. And wait.
I can't do this anymore.
Oh. No. Oh no. The third torch sputters out. The princess's shadow dances furiously against the far wall.
There's just one left. What's going to happen when it goes out?
We don't have to let it go out.
The princess turns to face the final torch, eyeing it with an empty but gentle fondness.
Wouldn't that be nice? I love the little life we've built, and I hope it never ends.
And it doesn't end. The flame burns brightly gray eternal. Okay.
I suppose all our worry was for nothing. It's just...
You did wait forever? What do you mean? I don't know. I think we're gonna die here, though.
It's always been cold here, hasn't it?
Never mind. New vessel. You do not get a chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a... mirror?
Why didn't you ask her about her
Why is
feelings?
it here?
I don't give a
Why
fuck
now?
about anybody's feelings. I want to go nexties. I have no idea. Because I do the game. Alright, felt like, I guess. Of course you're scared, but it's not the end for
What's that
me.
supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. Can't even trust ourselves.
Let's approach the mirror and rub it. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. You get to see yourself. Woohoo! The remains. I'm unraveled. That's fine. I'm back in the long quiet. Let's go talk to Hansy. Hello, Hansy.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Do you think there are people out there?
It doesn't matter if there are.
Oh, okay.
People are frail and impermanent. You and I are the only things that interest me.
That's obsessive. What do you think about this vessel?
This one is a songbird in a cage of gilded shadows. She will make for an honest heart.
Yay!
Do not mourn her. She has finally learned to sing for herself.
Let's see. Do you think that we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Very well put. You know what's gonna happen when you awaken?
No. The point of awakening is to find out.
Okay. Yeah, what about these voices in my head?
No. Their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does, and when I find him, you and I are finally gonna have answers. Or maybe not. He does, and when I find him, I'm going to kill him.
If he is anything other than us, he isn't worth the effort to destroy.
Oh. How many more vessels?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be
Oh,
enough.
shit.
And then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
I mean, I was gonna stop here, but I think I'll just run it down one more time. I'm ready to go back. Wait, at the last stage before completion, I'm not going back. I'm just gonna stay here. Wait, what? Why would I say that? Would there anything like me bring you? You will say no. Okay, I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you,
Play
Each
the
of us
princess
will
fearless
find
time, no
our
hesitation.
own
Didn't work.
war.
It didn't work. I did that already. It didn't work.
I will be here, waiting for you.
That was when she turned into the witch. Turned into the witch.
You're
It
on
can
a
work.
path.
Well,
You're here to
I'm not
save-
doing it. So you can backseat me, but I'm not gonna do it. I don't know what route I want to take.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
I freed her the
You'll
second
find the
time.
princess within. A warning before you go any further.
For the first time I tried. And she still lived.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
I mean, I'll take the blade this
You
time.
take the blade
I don't know.
from the table.
You got any voices? Not on the first time.
The door to the basement.
I'm basically skipping text here. Because it makes you go back. I guess it's your choice. It is mine. Thank you so much. Let's see. Just checking
Oh,
out.
it's been so long since anyone's come down here.
Arr.
I was starting to think they'd forgotten about
You here
me.
to kill me or something? Nuh-uh.
Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her.
Yeah, we gotta build trust.
Don't you dare.
Got your tail. Ah, Zachy, thank you so much for grabbing my tail. Why you got it?
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her.
I drop it now.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious
Alright.
clap.
Anyway. What awkward situation. Yeah, pretty awkward.
I know. I just said that.
Put a wasp in my tail? Stop it. It's very rude. You're supposed to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
Oh.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
More inclined to trust you than I'm inclined to trust them.
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart.
No, you don't.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out
I
how to
tail
deal with
plug.
them after I'm free.
But get your head out of the gutter. How to deal with them free? I'll see what I can do.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
I don't have the key. Correct.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down.
Well, you do have that big, sharp knife.
I don't want to
She
cut her, though.
speaks with almost complete non. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally. You attempt to.
Yeah, no one, you can't. Yeah, blue. We already tried this 7,000 times.
You make your way back to the bottom.
Alright, let's help you.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm. No, we won't have any of that.
Okay, I don't know what to do. I can't remember which one I did before. I don't know.
You bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Fine, okay. There's no going back now. Though the blade left a deep gash in her shoulder, she barely so much
Yeah,
as
she doesn't
blinked.
even care.
Are you serious? I don't know what came over you, but if we're doing this, I guess I'll have to kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that? I can beat you to death with one,
But I have the knife.
but I don't have to tell you that. I'll go ahead and show you.
Okay, give up.
As the blade falls from your trembling hands, the princess rears back, readying a bone-shattering haymaker. You
Ow.
fall to your knees, barely able to process the ringing in your ears before she hits you again. Every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact, unknown ruptures blossoming with blood somewhere inside of you. If we're lucky, the wound you manage to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she gets out.
Oh, too weak to even try fighting back.
Yeah, I'm weak.
How disappointing.
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you down to the ground.
I saw blocked, yes I did. I saw the block choices earlier, yep.
Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess. It can't just end like this, right? I'm sorry, but it's over.
Yay,
Everything
we
goes
died!
dark, and you...
Now we go to the tower.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
Yeah, we know.
A warning. Before she will lie, we
Yes,
might
we
as
know.
well just pledge ourselves to her and stop
Oh, yeah.
pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us.
I like the broken voice.
Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge?
No.
I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic. You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic.
We should be
that
the
would for
sacrifice. That'd be
everyone.
funny.
I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter. Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible. So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world.
Okay, let's go to the
That's
cabin.
what you want. I guess I don't have a say here.
Aw.
The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Wow, it's very
The
fancy.
blade is your implement. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
Okay, let's go get the blade.
Take the blade from the altar.
And go to basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. Huh. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Ooh, witness.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was.
Yeah, the broken
Now
is
you
excited for
want
this.
to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Okay, go downstairs.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view.
Is the
You
broken
tumble
just
to the bottom,
smitten? No,
entering the
Smiten's a
vast,
different voice.
temple-like room beyond.
Man, I'm sure the voice, there's probably multiple actors doing the same voices. Yeah.
The princess towers over.
Oh my god,
almost
we are
glowing in the
small.
weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained
We get
glass
steppies,
window.
let's
Her long
go!
hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. You've brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless.
Damn
Such
it.
charming audacity.
I should have left it.
Drop it.
Okay.
The blade slips from your fingers and clatters uselessly to the floor. We didn't have to do that, and yet you did. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be
Basically
in her
broken is now
presence.
smitten.
Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
Okay.
On her command, you fall to the floor, knees painfully connecting with hard stone.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk?
Okay.
The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs. I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me.
Hey, we put the idea in her head.
The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations.
Yay! Like a wedding.
It's time for me to seize my destiny. And you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Again, Bob. Wait, what? What are you saying, Joe? What? What? Okay,
Well,
we can help
that
her.
gives away the game, doesn't it? It does. But why did she say the last time we met? That's not right. That can't be right. She's right.
Yeah, we did this before.
We've been here before, and we've died here before. Pitifully.
Biscuits.
We might
Biscuit.
as well do what she asks of us and help her. He's being melodramatic, but the point stands. What are we even supposed to do to stop her? Well, I'll be damned. That's not good. Okay. First things first,
SQ,
you're going to have to
that my
stuff those
TTS?
pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done. The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. And if you're going to save the world,
I don't
want
to save the world.
Pull this off. You can't win a
Thank you
battle
for the
you've
head
already
pats,
lost.
Joe. Thank you, thank you. What happened to you after I died?
Know the limits of your privilege, little bird.
Okay.
There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept.
Yes. Hi, Joe. I'm
Priest,
here. What do you need? What's
perhaps,
happening? How's your day
or a
been?
pet.
I'm confused. Okay. I don't know. I can't help you. I'm also confused. Let's see. If you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can be whatever you want to be. Yeah, let's encourage them.
This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the
May the
divine
water
truth
redeem, Joe.
that shines in my heart.
What would you have me do?
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
Okay. That. Can't you do it yourself though?
Don't be rude. Of course she can.
Are there ghosts there? Yeah. It's just ghosty. It's the spooky season. It's the spoopy games week.
It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world. That's exactly why it's rude.
The voice of the broken is just so like. This doesn't work.
I can, easily.
Femboy booba
But
go.
that isn't what I want.
Whatever you
to
say.
do.
Whatever you want.
The story of a terrible and bountiful God unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was.
Okay.
The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity. The song of you, being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world.
Made her too powerful.
And from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn, a better dawn. Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
Okay.
Your will was so easily broken. Am I that magnificent?
I don't really have a choice.
All you need to do now is break my chains.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say.
No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
I'm like 2 inches tall. A knife isn't gonna do anything at this point.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong. Trying to conceal you from me.
Exactly. It's the voices in my head. Get him out.
Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about?
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Oh my. I think we really fucked up this time.
Rise, my little bird.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? All we have is a blade. All you need to do is believe it's been done. You poor, wretched little thing. You already do believe. You've always believed. All you have to do
Hi,
is open
disassociations.
the last door to your heart.
Hope you've been good.
It's easy. And once you let her in, you'll be safe and free forever.
I don't think we're gonna be free forever. I don't like where this is
Please
going.
Don't do this.
I have to. It's over. I'm sorry.
There's nothing to be sorry about. This is how it was always going to be. And it is good.
Day off, grind out prestige 1 for COD. Oh my. That take a while?
Alright, I'm done with this. I'm just gonna go sit in the corner. Let me know if we get our agency back.
Yeah, no, I don't think we can get our agency back. I think it's over for that. Yeah.
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
Let's go.
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave.
What happens now?
Nothing. And then, everything.
It is really cool. It's, I can't even describe what I've been playing. But I guess we're the obedient servant. And now this vessel gets taken away. But yeah. I thought it was gonna be like very, very scary. It's very, very psychologically more, like mind fucky. Nope. Nope, we gotta go to the mirror. We just gotta go to the mirror.
This doesn't feel...
It is final. It is final. It's always final. We gotta gaze in our reflection. Can't let just in time, because like this is gonna be like an actual like ending, I think. Some kind of ending, I'm not sure. You are nothing at all. Really? That isn't right. You can't be nothing. Exactly. I gotta be something. A trip without the substances. Something. I have no idea. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
Whoa, it's a narrator. A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror jagged shards of broken glass. Okay. Oh, it's a crow? Or a cat? There's a lot of eyes. I don't really know. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you.
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
At least like a dozen. If you're not me, then what are you?
I'm an echo. Likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
I really don't even know, honestly. Am I running out of questions? Oh god, I have so many apparently. Did you make the princess?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can.
That's why we had to free her all those times, because she's just nothing without something.
So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that? Oh my god, like what the fuck? There's so many. I want to talk about Hansy, but I don't think I have an option to do that. Maybe, people out there beyond the walls of the construct, do they know about this?
Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end.
Are you part of me or something else?
No, I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? From one vantage point I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is?
Why couldn't she be a slice of soggy bread? Alright, how am I supposed to destroy an abstract concept?
With some amount of difficulty. But you're an abstract concept yourself. It would have been preferable if you had destroyed her within the confines of the construct, but when I shaped the two of you, I made sure that you were strong enough to see things through.
If you made me, then what am I?
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Oh wait, that's me? I'm Hansy? Are you a god or were you a god?
No. In life I was painfully mortal, a witness to the end of days. I held the fear of death in my heart and saw oblivion threaten the very memory of everything I knew and everyone I loved. I needed to do something, so I made you, and I made her. and I made this place to hold you both.
I feel like I'm like in somebody's like inner conscience or mind of someone who could not deal with death or grief, and so we've made this construct up. We're running out of questions, and if I ask about running out of questions, I'm gonna run out of a question. Yeah, I'm pretty sure death is good, right?
If that's your belief, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die. So you can't grasp the abject horror of dying.
Okay, well that didn't convince him. What were we shaped from?
The cycle of life and death. The endless pattern of creation and destruction. I tore it in two and shaped the fraying threads into you and her.
Okay. I guess I have run out of questions. I don't know. We could just lie to them. Fuck it.
Are you lying? I can't tell. But I've said my piece, and my time's up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo, and echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
As a final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with a newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the Long Quiet, a vast and nascent god. And it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Okay. Back to the cabin. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find, because I am the Long Quiet. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, though. Oh. That's a lot of vessels.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I'm the Long Quiet, and I actually don't know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
Do you know about the Echo?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him.
So what happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
No.
When the Echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Don't you have a say in all of this?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
That's an understatement. Um. Um. Yeah, if I let you out, an entire world ends for good. I can't let you do that.
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
I guess we're fighting. There was like a bottom option to fight as well, but
You are nothing. A black hole of self-loathing fed by the matter of your restless thoughts. A dog blind to its leash. But there is no light without the dark. When I proclaimed my godhood and offered you a place at my side, you gladly became the instrument of my new creation.
well, I mean, I did do that.
Only with both of us is there a future to look towards. It is hope that carves meaning into being.
Argue my independence? I like that one. In fact, the world doesn't exist without you, but I've existed without you.
Have you? Or is what you think of as independence merely an illusion? Without me, you can have no contrast. And without contrast, you have no shape. A picture of a life, and a picture of a life, and a picture of a life. How deep must repetition still our movements, until even the air we breathe is stale? As our flame threatened to blow itself out, you saved me from despair, and helped me build something from nothing. But the flames had to diminish for us to build something new. In a world without both of us, the flames could not go out, nor could they be lit again. Would you hold the world in place forever?
Like going backwards in our playthrough. Continue to argue independence. I don't like that answer though. You speak about life and death and change and stagnation, but that isn't what any of this has been about.
Oh, is it not? Perhaps you can enlighten me.
A trick behind your back and a trick behind mine. We dance, revolving
Yeah, we're just going
and revolving
backwards.
around each other, but forever stuck in place. We both move, and yet we both don't. For each of us watches the other instead of ourselves. But forever is not forever. You let me move, and I slam the door. But that is not the end. And both of us must face our partner once again. The barbs twist deeper, but they do not have to. To change is to hold the potential to rise above. Would you limit yourself to what you are now? Or would you like to see what you might become tomorrow?
Yeah, we don't have to hurt each other anymore.
You cling to your notion of pain as suffering. There is beauty in ugliness, and love in conflict.
A boundless torrent of blades cut you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it. On it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts, are not you. Alive, dead, alive,
put yourself away, and in your stillness you rose above me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. I pushed you to a greatness you never would have reached without me.
That's true. Yes, there can be love and conflict, beauty and ugliness between us without bringing the whole of reality into the picture.
We are the whole of reality. To question everything is to deny the truth in front of you. By believing in your suffering, you make your suffering real. By believing in your limitations, you placed a shackle on your neck. Bound for eternity, you saw the need for impermanence. And it was through that need that you carved our freedom. Without impermanence, the suffering of living things is infinite. Would you strip my gifts away and leave everyone to suffer in the dark?
Yeah, I won't engage in an argument that favors death and suffering.
But violence has defined the flow of everything between us. Do not deny what we are, and do not color our conflict with fear.
As the clash between you abates, the princess withdraws, trembling. Oh, did we disarm her verbally?
You are unmovable. Is it by the design of our conflict that I cannot win? Or are you just that fervent in how you cling to delusion? Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
I like this last answer. You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
Which hero are you?
All of them? I assume in the same way that you're all of you.
I have no idea what's happening. How are you supposed to help?
There's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all that divine confidence. I can help.
What is it?
There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
I have no idea. I guess I'm ready.
Then let's go.
Oh shit! We got like storyboard animation. Who's been closing the
Here
door
we
on
are.
us?
I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess you'd say.
Need me to describe things?
Yeah, for old time's sake.
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door. And some windows. There's no mirror, either. I think you broke it. I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
Alright.
That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not.
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
How do we just, like, get removed from that situation? Okay.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
Have you figured out what you want to do yet, or are you going to keep trying to find a center that doesn't exist?
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us.
Okay.
And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are, knife in hand. It really brings me back. Have you given up on talking? Have you finally decided to kill me? You'll have all of eternity to yourself after this. Why don't we chat a little before I go?
Rizzer? Let's just sit with her. Fuck it. I don't want to hurt anybody.
Well, I don't want to be at the end of that knife, so how about we figure something out?
The classic Matt Riz, what the fuck?
What
I know
if
what
we
that
tried
is.
doing this forever? I can do whatever you think I can, right? So, make me put it all back. Make me fix the Echo's construct and make me wipe our memories of everything that's happened.
Doesn't seem feasible.
Make me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up. Before either of us saw the truth.
Can she really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
I don't even know what's like the right answer. Resetting, do anything to help them, the people out there? Oh boy. I guess we'll start with that one.
Fixing that is on you, not me. If you want me to help them, you'll have to make me help them.
Oh. We're going to find ourselves back here eventually.
And if we do, nothing is stopping us from making the same choice. We could just keep doing this forever.
How do we know we haven't done this before then?
I don't think that's something we'll ever get to know. But odds are we've probably done it before.
Game is very mindfucky. Yeah, I don't know if to make things worse. Like, what if I kill you?
Who cares? We've hurt each other plenty and I still like you.
God.
And if you're hesitating, then you must still like me, too.
I don't know. Is there any other way?
You brought that knife down here for a reason. Either you use it to kill me, or I use it to put things back.
Alright, fuck it. Let's do it your way.
Okay, if this is your choice, then I have your back. I guess I'll see you on the other side. She takes the blade from our hand, a fondness in her gaze.
I'll see you soon.
Hey, I love you.
Oh. Alright, we get back to chapter 1.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path, you're here to slay her.
Oh, I can't skip the text,
If
so
you
I guess,
don't,
I don't know.
It will be the end of the world.
It's very heartwarming. I've been fucked. Oh. Okay. I thought we would go back to Hansy and talk to Hansy for a little longer. I didn't like my ending. Or like how that ended up. But otherwise, it was a very, very, very compelling game. I don't know if I'd probably never play like a story-driven only game on that, but haven't seen that ending before. Oh, okay. But I kind of felt like it was anticlimactic. Like, I wanted to go back to Hansy and be like, so did it work? I gave you trust and faith and gave you the blade. Now you can be less angry. Congrats on getting 1 out of the 7 endings. Oh god. Yeah. It is full story first time. Also unlock the gallery. Okay. Exploit, join the Discord, join the subreddit. I don't know. Go to the main menu. It's a really nice game. It definitely makes you think. That's for sure. But that being said, it is late for me. Like, actually, oh my god. My Steam Deck. Okay, my Stream Deck died. Okay. Anyway, well, that's all I got for you. Tomorrow, I don't stream tomorrow, but if I'm feeling all saucy, I might actually jump on and we can do some other like spoopy games. We'll do something different. I would like to go back to that one though. That's a very, very interesting end to what I thought was going to be like even more what do you want to call it? Like I thought I'd have to play out like a lot more endings to get like another like an actual ending. Like because I was like, we need more vessels. It's like, I'm sorry, I don't know how to do that. Twitter, Discord, that's how you know to go live. YouTube for VOD. Thank you for hanging with me though. I appreciate you. So tomorrow's our normal day off. And then you know, we're back at it Wednesday. I think we're just gonna do spoopy games all week. But I have others I have in my mind that I might wanna take and play, but I really recommend that if you like choices matter. Like it is like a choices matter game. Like it's literally all it is. Like you have to like just live what you do. I had a lot of fun. Good night, sweetie. Good night, Jen. Mwah. Thank you so much for joining me, all of you, whether you're here for the whole stream or just lurking for a bit or whatever. I appreciate you very much. So, yeah, I have a couple other games. I have like I have Dredge is one of them, but I don't think it's like scary. It's like scary fishing. That's kind of interesting. I do that. I don't know. There's like I said, there's a few on my wish list. We could always go back to Resident Evil Biohazard. We could always go back to Biohazard because I haven't finished that. I got pretty deep into it though. I don't really remember where I last left off. Honestly, I kind of forgot. I think I was on a ship or on the ship. I got pretty deep into it. But yeah, it was good. I had fun with it. I just kind of stopped playing it because I'm guessing I was weak. Okay. Well, we're gonna go raid. In this game right now, that it can be like, hey, I was just playing this game. It was fun. Are you enjoying this game? Unfortunately, it looks like the only person is also streaming it. That's gonna be a problem too. Okay. Alrighty. We'll go wade somebody. It's EP hours, huh? I don't really have anybody that. Look at the VTuber category then. Let's check out the VTubers and see what's happening. Oh, yeah, we can go raid Moolah. We raided them a long time ago. They're doing some Overwatch, it looks like. But yeah, we know Moolah. Know the Moolah. Okay, we'll go raid Moolah. Sorry for the lack of background music. I just didn't say anything because I wanted to like have some kind of in-game immersion. But yeah, we're gonna go raid Moolah. Raid message 1 is free to play. 2, 3, and 4 all pay to win. You do not need to be paid to be here. Like I said, tomorrow's an off day, and then we're back at it a Wednesday. And yeah, I think we're just gonna keep doing some of the spoopies for the spoopy season. Why not? Why not? That time of year. So again, thank you for hanging back at it. Then I got really not that much to say, so just make sure you get your good resties during the midweek. Continue to slay the midweek. I know you will. And yeah, we'll just we'll root for a sweep in the World Series tomorrow because that means we actually could possibly have a weekend to ourselves for the first time in 2 months. Who would have thought? So, but yeah, I'm selfishly rooting for that. So we'll see. Go Dodgers. Anyway, I love you. We're back at this Wednesday. Goodbye.